All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the sincere apostles and elders of a great millstone who are my teachers. All right, and peace and salutations to you brothers out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Yahweh Sap with another lesson. All right, and basically today, man, I have a few clips that I want to play for you brothers and sisters that are out there watching, that are out there listening and learning. All right, keeping your eye on the prize, man. All right, because what we're seeing is the end of Esau, Edom's kingdom being made manifest, and as the days go by, hey, it's happening more and more to the point to where there's no denying it, man. All right, people know that we are at the end. People know that this place is about to be destroyed. They can feel it spiritually, man. They can feel it like deep down in their gut. They know that something bad is about to happen. All right, and it is. All right, America, aka Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon, is about to be destroyed, man. This place is about to be hit with thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, and so we're seeing those signs right now, man. All right, we're seeing the uproars of the people. All right, we're seeing the sedition among men. All right, we're seeing the invading one another. We're seeing wars and rumors of wars. All right, all these are the signs of the end, and so this should be putting that spirit of rejoicing on you, man, knowing that Yahweh Shai's return is imminent. And so without further ado, man, I'm going to start off with the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 33. And it reads, "For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the God of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come." And that's right. And we know that the harvest is the end of the world. All right. And so that time has come. All right. That time of her threshing has come. All right. And this is what we're seeing. And so I have a few clips that I want to play for you real quick. Let's grab this.
This is what Columbia University in New York City looks like again today. Protesters set up an encampment on campus to push for a ceasefire in Gaza.
This comes after more than 100 people were arrested while protesting yesterday. Antonia Hilton has the latest.
It's day 3 of protests at Columbia University as demonstrations on campus and off appear to grow. Student protesters have set up new encampments on the New York City campus just one day after Columbia's president, Manoush Shafiq, called in the NYPD to clear an initial encampment of pro-Palestinian demonstrators, leading to the arrest of 114 classmates, many who will get their day in court in May. Those dramatic arrests ratcheted up the tension. The protesters are angry about what they say is a lack of transparency around what financial ties the school may have to Israel, writing the encampment will remain until our demand is met.
Do you think the arrests have slowed the protests down, or do you think they've inflamed things?
I think they've inflamed things. I think the arrests really triggered a lot of the student body to mobilize.
Some faculty are concerned the university is not respecting students' free speech and right to organize. Joseph Howley is Jewish and an assistant professor of classics.
I don't think anyone I know has ever felt so unsafe on campus as we did watching those cops march into the lawn and drag our students away.
But for some Jewish students, the protests have been frightening.
One of the protesters was brandishing a Hamas flag. As a Jewish student, that's deeply upsetting. I wonder if someone was carrying around the Nazi flag, what would they be told?
University administration telling NBC News that they will continue to enforce their rules. The one thing they and the demonstrators agree on is that they expect those protests will continue. Antonia Hilton, NBC News, New York.
Hey, we're seeing the uprising of the people around the world, man. And so I have a few other posts. All right, here on X, formerly known as Twitter. Let me go ahead and grab my bookmarks. All right, because the truth is coming out, man. And so I have this one right here. From Wall Street Apes. It says, check your food labels. Both cans of corn are great value from Walmart. One is normal corn grown here in Arizona. The other can of corn is from Thailand with a warning: exposed to chemicals including lead, cause cancer, birth defects, and other bodily harm. Product of Thailand. Buying food in America now comes with a warning label like for cigarettes, except it's food. How is this allowed? And actually, this has been allowed. All right, these things have been happening, and you've had the prophets out on the highways and hedges posting these lessons, letting the people know that these things have been happening, man. To watch what you eat, to make sure that you're reading the ingredients, you're reading the labels, and now you're starting to have people see. All right, so I want to play this.
To chemicals including lead. Hold on a dang minute. I just seen this post, and I'm gonna put it up here somewhere, and I want you to read it. So pause and read it. Okay. So
All right, now I'll read that post for you. So the post says, just a heads up, if you buy canned corn from Walmart, I've seen posts about this for a while now, so I always check my cans if I order from Walmart, and I've never had a problem until today. They finally did it, and now the lead corn is officially being sold at Broken Arrow Walmart. I bought 4 cans on our grocery order, and all 4 have the chemical and lead warning label. Luckily, I still had one left of the original corn that I had bought previously, so I can compare them. It says it's now a product of Thailand. They removed the label saying pickled and packaged same day, as well as a stamp great for you. And the nutrition label is completely different, even though it's the same size can, same serving size, and both claim to be golden sweet whole kernel corn. They also have not updated the information online, so there's no chemical and lead warning for those shopping online.
I had both of these cans in my pantry. Look at it. Look what she's talking about. So this label and this label, this label and this label. So this is cream corn. This is regular whole corn. Okay? Either way, they're both corn, right? Hers was both, I think, the regular whole corn, but both corn, right? Great value from Walmart, whatever. This label, all regular, from the United States, from Walmart, and from Arizona, all normal. This does not have the labels on here. I'm literally shaking right now because this is insane. Contains products that are exposed to chemicals including lead, which are known to the state of California can cause cancer and birth defects and other bodily harm. And product of Thailand. Yes.
Hey, so this little Edomite, hey, she's scared, man. You can see that fear in her eyes, man, and it's because ultimately the lie that they've been living, hey, it's starting to be ripped away from them. All right, because for a long time they were living the quote unquote American dream, but now, hey, the Most High, He's exposing these things. So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in his mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. And that's right. And that's what you're seeing right now, man, is the Most High. He's destroying that face. He's destroying that covering cast, man, the cast that kept these people blinded, all right, that kept these people in that dreamlike state to where they didn't question anything, to where they didn't look into anything. Hey, they had 100% trust in their government. Well, now all these things are starting to come out to expose Esau, Edom, for being the devil, the demon that he is. The book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. And that's right. So we're seeing Esau's nakedness, his shame being seen, all the things that he's tried to keep locked away in the closet. Hey, well, the Most High went ahead and opened these things up. All right, and it's all according to prophecy. This is all according to the Most High's will. All right, so you may be asking, why are all these things all of a sudden coming out? Well, this is what the Heavenly Father wants to happen. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and let me go ahead and jump down to verse. I'm gonna start at verse 23. And it says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And that's right, man. They're going to be suddenly afraid. Why? Because they know that once they hear these things, once these things pop off, hey, that there's no turning back, man. All right. They know that judgment is imminent. Even if they don't, if they don't know it mentally, like if they can't comprehend it, their spirit, their soul, it knows. All right, they you have people saying that they're waiting for something to happen. They don't know what they're waiting for, but they know that something is gonna give soon. All right. And so it says, verse 24, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. And that's right, because these things is going to be these things are going to happen very quickly, right? And that's what we're seeing, man. Every day you wake up, there's something new that is going on. Every day you wake up, something even more drastic than the last day has happened, man. And so it says, verse 25, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and shall see my salvation and the end of your world. And that's right, a Lord's will. We're not only called and we're chosen because we see, hey, this devil, he's being exposed so much, man, that everything that is being exposed about him, it kind of puts that question in your mind, man. Like, damn, how deep does this go, man? How deep did this devil go to hide himself, to keep his lies from coming out? How much has he lied about? What else is he lying about? And these are also the type of questions that are popping up in these people's minds, man. All right, they're like, hey, what's going on with this, man? What Something's got to give, like, excuse me, though, that Boston the Baltimore Bridge, Salakia, messing up my words today, but the Baltimore Bridge that ended up being hit, and ended up collapsing, which people know that it was an inside job. There was a what's it called, like a survey that came out, and on the news article that I was reading, it said that a frightening amount of Americans believe that it was a inside job. I believe they did the survey. It was about 90% of Americans believe that it was an inside job. So people are no longer there, that trust that they once had in their government. It's slowly but surely being taken away. And so it says, verse 26, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of their inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And that's right. And the key point that I want to get in there is that word corruption. All right, because whenever you get into it, it means subject to decay. Oh, Salakia. It means act of becoming putrid, dissolution, decay, spiritual contamination, depravity, wickedness, spoiling, seducing, a corrupt condition. All right, to destroy, to spoil, corrupt, seduce, to bribe. Hey, these things are being overcome by what? By the word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through his son, Yahweh Shai, who has his prophets out on the highways and hedges, exposing these things, man. All right. And so, hey, these things are only going to get worse, because I have another one. I don't think I bookmarked it, but pretty much there was the man that just set himself on fire. His name was Max Azarello, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. Beautiful. So it says the man who lit himself on fire outside of Trump's trial in New York City has been identified as Max Azarello. My name is Max Azarello, and I am an investigative researcher who has set himself on fire outside of the Trump trial in Manhattan. His manifesto's read, and that's right, because, excuse me, once this man was identified and people started to look into it, they found that, one, he was a conspiracy theorist, and two, right before he did these things, he came out and said that this is a Ponzi scheme. All right, he came out and said that the whole government, that Trump and Joe Biden, they're in cahoots. All right, and that it's gonna be a fascist world coup. All right, and he came out and said, "Hey, look, they're planning something nefarious for you, for you people. What happened to me is gonna be nothing compared to what's gonna happen to you guys. All right. And so it says this extreme act of protest is to draw attention to an urgent and important discovery. We are victims of a totalitarian Khan, and our own government, along with many other allies, is about to hit us with an apocalyptic fascist world coup. We are victims of a totalitarian Khan, and our own government, along with many other allies, is about to hit us with an apocalyptic fascist world coup. Hey, so nice you had to say it twice. It says these claims sound like fantastical conspiracy theory, but they are not. They are proof of conspiracy, which whenever you get into that word conspiracy, let's go ahead and grab that real quick. All right, it means well, we'll go ahead and just grab it. A plotting of evil, unlawful design, a combination of persons for an evil purpose. And so these things, they're being exposed. All right. You're saying it's a conspiracy theory, but all these things continue to be made manifest. All these things continue to come out that is actually what they're planning. Like over there in Dubai, we've been telling you people that there's been cloud seeding, that Esau has been messing with the weather. All right. And now it's coming out that over there in Dubai, there's been so much cloud seeding that now there's a flood, man. All right. And I will go ahead and look that up as well. So it says, jumping down, it says, reading that again, these claims sound like fantastical conspiracy theory, but they are not. They are proof of conspiracy. If you investigate this mountain of research, you will prove them too. If you learn a great deal about Ponzi schemes, you will discover that our life is a lie. And let's go ahead and just look up Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme, a form of fraud in which belief in the success of a non-existent enterprise is fostered by the payment of quick returns to the first investors from money invested by later investors. All right, it says a Ponzi scheme is an investment fraud that pays existing investors with funds collected from new investors. Ponzi scheme organizers often promise to invest your money and generate high returns with little or no risk, but in many Ponzi schemes, the fraudsters do not invest the money, and that's right, because what are they planning to hit you with? Hey, that mark of the beast, the RFID hit, man. All right, so all these things are starting to come out. All right, and people are actually starting to look into it. They're starting to do their research. They're starting to they're starting to look diligently, because all these things are happening. And for a long time, people believed, this is coincidental. But now the Most High has it to where so much is coming out that people are like, this can't be coincidental. There's no way, that covering cast is being removed. And so it says, if you follow this story and the links below, you will discover the rotten truth of post-truth America. You will learn the scariest and stupidest story in world history, and you will realize that we are all in a desperate state of emergency that requires your action. To my friends and family, witnesses, and first responders, I deeply apologize for inflicting this pain upon you, but I assure you it is a drop in the bucket compared to what our government intends to inflict. Because these words are true, this is an act of revolution. And this is actually a video that he posted on his Instagram, and I'll go ahead and let it play.
Revolution.
That's like it. It's not.
Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. Start a fucking revolution. You've got nothing to lose.
Like he said, you got nothing to lose, man, because what did Klaus Schwab say? He said, "Hey, you're gonna own nothing and be happy about it." All right, because you have Biden, not Biden, Slovakia. You have Bill Gates. All right, you have Jeff Bezos and all these other billionaires that are currently buying up all this land in America, man. Let's go ahead and look this up real quick. Just how much land does Bill Gates owns? I believe he owns like um point 0.3%. Let me see. Hey, look at this. This was posted last year. Bill Gates responds to skepticism about owning 275,000 acres of farmland. There isn't some grand scheme involved. Hey, and that's how the devil. That's how the devil gets you, man. Hey, he gets right to the point. Hey, nah, man, I'm not the devil. Hey, but let's go ahead and grab this real quick. The book of Psalms, chapter 58. And verse 3, it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces, as a snail which melteth. Let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman that may not see the sun. Before your pots can fill the thorns, he shall take them away as with a whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily he is a God that judgeth in the earth. And that's right. That's what these people are about to know. Hey, they knowing that the wicked are estranged from the womb. All right, that everything that they've been told is a complete lie, all the way down to simple basic math. All right, look up this guy. He was one of the main actors on Empire. I know his first name is Terrence. I don't know his last name Salakia, but you look that guy up and he goes into multiplication. All right, and how that the multiplication that you've been taught, even that's a lie, man. So hey, all these things are being exposed. All right, why? Because the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And so we know that this is a lie. All right, so it says, I want to read a little bit. Bill Gates is well known for building Microsoft, but it's a lesser known fact that he's also the biggest private landowner in the U.S. Excuse me. And this was last year. Imagine how much more he's gained this year. And so it says Gates owns roughly 275,000 acres of farmland in the U.S., according to the 2022 edition of the Land Report 100, a yearly survey of the biggest landowners in the country. There were 895.3 million acres of farmland in America in 2021, according to a 2022 report from the Department of Agriculture. All right. And so it says in his annual Reddit Ask Me Anything session on Wednesday, Gates was asked why he has made all of his farmland purchases. It says, why are you buying up so much farmland? Do you think this is a problem with billionaire wealth and how much you can disproportionately acquire? And Gates responded, I own less than 1/4000 of the farmland in the U.S. I have invested in these farms to make them more productive and create more jobs. There isn't some grand scheme involved. In fact, all these decisions are made by professional investment teams. And so the question didn't even mention a grand scheme, but he had to come out and say it because he knows that he's being exposed. He knows that he's on the list of people that are one, first and foremost liars, devils, and two, he's on that list of people not to trust, man. So people are starting to wake up. They're starting to see. And this is a beautiful thing, man. Knowing that we are at the end, knowing that Esau Edom is being exposed, knowing that this place is about to pop off, man. All right, because all these things are happening. So much is happening. It's hard to report on it all, man. But that's why it's important that you stay sober, you stay vigilant, which we'll go ahead and end it off on that. Stay sober, stay vigilant, watch as much as you can. Keep your eyes peeled, man. The book of First Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And that's right. So be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And that's his whole goal, man, is to get you separated from the Heavenly Father, man. All right, first, Satan spiritually is trying to separate you, putting you through things that you think that you may not be able to endure. All right, and that's why it's important, as it says in verse 7, you cast all your care upon him, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, through his Son Yahweh Shai, for he careth for you. All right, and you don't trust in this devil not one bit. What I do, for me personally, man, I don't trust anything this devil says. Anything. I don't care what it is. I know that this devil is a liar, and I know that pertaining to what the Heavenly Father has revealed unto me, I know that there's always some ulterior motive between the things that he's saying. Now, of course, I do my research and I look into it as well, and see if the things that which he says are true, but you can never be too careful. All right, as the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. And so with that being said, I pray that this lesson was edifying, uplifting of the spirit. Know that it is high time to awake out of sleep, because we know that this place is about to melt. And so once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Until the next time I say Shalom.